Hi, welcome to Kindred Spirit Readings. Let's begin Aquarius. So I can't help but notice you're not sleeping at night and it's causing stress, it's causing you to behave differently. You might, especially if you live with people at home, people at home might be noticing that something's changed. You're changing, but you're definitely not resting. You try to close your eyes, you're having nightmares, you could be having really, really intense dreams, and you try to close your eyes, but it just doesn't seem to be working for you. Which is really, it's interesting to see you fully commit to your job, especially if you're going to work during the day and you're ready to take on whatever challenges, whatever's ahead, and yet you're running on no sleep, very little. I will say there are some nights there where you're up all night. It could even be anxiety. There's some fear of the unknown. I do get fear of the unknown with you. If you need to talk to someone, or if you want to talk to someone, you want to express how you're feeling, or you want to speak to someone about what's been going on, and just to be honest with someone, whatever the case may be, I feel that this is where you could be stalling. You could be saying to yourself, well, if I do go ahead and, let's say, for example, admit my feelings to someone, if I go ahead and try to reconnect with someone, what if the response isn't what I thought it was going to be? What if I was totally wrong? What if I was off the entire time? And if that happens, well, I don't want to really have to go through that. And that's where I'm sort of picking up that's where most of that energy is coming through. Fears about vulnerability, trust, things of that nature. So it is showing up as there could be someone else in the picture, but this person is not nowhere near you, nowhere to be found, is the message I'm getting. I do get picking up on somebody living by the ocean side, by water. So there is water here, a beach. I do feel that you have someone showing up here where you once had a really strong and understanding bond. Between the two of you, it was something that was out of this world. And you could be really struggling to make amends, I suppose. I do feel that you are trying to overcome a lot of the struggles that you've been through. But you've had a lot of guidance, you've had a lot of support, you've tried to do the best that you can. And then at times I just see you kind of slipping. At times there is that. So if you are, in fact, wanting to reconcile, reconnect with someone, it does appear in your cup. It's showing me that it would work. There's positivity coming out of this. But it's you being able to get past that doubt. There's doubt in your mind about this. Not sure if I mentioned this. I wanted to talk about work. I don't think I did, but there's a lot of good stuff happening at work. I believe you've been raining for a savey day. I believe you've been saving for a rainy day. Pardon me. So this is your finances are looking good. They're decent. There's a decent amount there, and you're holding on to your money. You're keeping it safe. You're keeping it well away from other people. I feel you could be secretly saving, putting money aside, and then you've got a plan to move forward with your money. But I just feel that you're in the process of just sort of working things out, doing that in your own head, sort of your own way, as I said, but not talking to anyone about what you plan to do next, which is still, I think that's great. And I feel that if you are to travel, now I do pick up on somebody here who lives by the water. You could be reconnecting with someone who does, in fact, live by the water. So there is that. Thank you, Aquarius.